Hello, folks. Welcome to Three Thought Talk with special guest. Wait, did it all just freeze?
Oh,
No, there we go.
that's fine. I can be you. I know, but I should change the name so it's both of us.
Yes, there we go. With a special guest of Roost Mistress Leigh-A. She's hanging out with Miss Fast Rider today, folks. And slowly turtling away here. And please welcome Bain&Chiad as well to the party.
Hi.
How's it going, everybody?
Great.
It's going great.
Now it is.
Now that Grace is here, we're all good.
Yeah, now that the leader of OgierCon has arrived, we can actually do this stream. We were thinking we might have to blag, an hour of random content, but you never know. So,
the roof mistress was roof mistressing like really hardcore, so I'm sure she could talk about OgierCon for an hour and there would be no problem. So, I'm not worried about it.
Nice. Bain&Chiad, you did a poll before the show.
I did.
You did?
What was your poll about?
My poll was about what I should drink because I couldn't decide. And it looks like ginger beer and bourbon won, which is what I wanted anyway. So I'm satisfied.
One of my favorites.
So why did you do a poll if you wanted this?
You know how you know what you really want, but you kind of feel like you don't. Yeah, it's like you're I can't decide, but you kind of know. You just want to make sure.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay.
That's fair.
I very much understand that. You have to make decisions all day, and you're like, I think I know, but I really just want somebody to tell me, and I'll be fine if it's not 100% what I want, because I just don't want to decide.
Thank you for understanding me, Leigh-A. And it's okay if you don't, people who are watching. It's all right. I'm happy with the way that I am.
Thank you. Well, when you have to make decisions all day long, sometimes it's just exhausting. Even the smallest things,
yeah.
Oh, what do you eat for dinner? I don't know. I don't know what I want for dinner. So please just make something, and I will not complain because I know I'm not providing any input. But
yes,
literally,
this is so true. Yeah. I feel like I've heard people complain oh, my partner or my friend or my whoever can never decide. And if that's you, ask yourself, does your partner or your friend or whoever have a really difficult job where they have to make difficult decisions all day? Because if that's the case, that's why they are the way that they are.
And it's okay sometimes to just make that decision for them.
Yeah, they really don't care.
It's a cry
they just
for help.
Want to not decide.
Yeah. Agreed.
Okay. Noted. Getting
Noted.
Yeah, some wise one segments here right off the bat, folks. So, yeah, love it. Amis, tell us how you managed to join us today.
Oh man, I'm not going to go into how I managed to join you today, but I'll go into the why. So the maiden, my daughter, had a long weekend, so we decided to experience Washington, D.C. and come out here and see the roof mistress. And she is definitely roof mistressing our whole time here as well. So this is part of her being, which I totally appreciate, because I also make a lot of decisions and I don't want to make any. So she is making them all. And I like that. Thank you.
Just don't ask to have DoorDash delivered to the correct location.
No.
Because apparently that was a little bit too complicated.
But yeah, so we're at the nation's capital today, people. My first time, never been to the country's foundation. And it's Veterans Day tomorrow, so we're going to celebrate with one of my favorites. And all the other veterans, cheers to you. Thank you for your service. And yeah, it's going to be kind of a special time. I can't say I won't cry, because I probably will.
Oh yeah, we're doing the monument tomorrow, so it'll be which will include the Vietnam Memorial and the Korean Memorial, and they do a lot of celebrations throughout the day. It's supposed to rain all day, so we'll see.
It's perfect.
We'll see. But yeah,
it's not tears. It's just this weird shit that falls out of the sky.
Yeah, what is that stuff that falls out of the sky?
Look, it happens here in the wetlands, so it's one of those
it's
things.
It's very wet here. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah,
that's what she said. I'm so glad the maiden's in bed.
Nice. Yes, Penny, Leigh-A is a fantastic hostess. Yes, I agree.
Yes. I'm so excited for Saturday.
As are you, Penny. As are you.
Yes, Penny. It wasn't just me.
Right.
This is very cute. I love this. All right. Before we get talking about OgierCon, because I know we want to talk about that, shall we do the Daily Veil and talk about a couple of things that happened?
Yes.
Oh my God.
There's a lot of things that happened.
It's been busy. So let's check it out, folks, and enjoy the Daily Veil.
Brothers and sisters,
it is time to cover up your face.
For the wheel of time has news, and we shall dance the spheres with it.
This is the Daily Veil.
Okay, folks, Daily Veil. Let's kick it off with probably the biggest news, and that is the SAG has won. The strike is over. Ramen rattle. No ramen to rattle.
I found mine.
You found? Yes. Literally, someone asked me yesterday, like, what is this ramen rattle for one of my roommates? And they were like, what? And I had to explain, A, the rattling of bucklers, and then B, why we called it ramen rattle. And then it led to a discussion of what we all use as our ramen rattles. But yes, folks, the strike for SAG is over as of 1 minute past midnight this morning, and yeah, they have won. So this is no longer going to be appearing everywhere, folks, because it's finished, which is really good. Like, they got the deal they're after, and security against AI and all the other things that, they deserved and needed. And people are starting to just drop so much good stuff as a result. So, yeah,
what are those things called? Like a waterfall?
Like a waterfall.
Is that right?
Words.
Wetlander? I think that's right.
Yeah, you got it right. Yeah, Ship is saying all the Instagram posts today were amazing. It was Patrick, no more strike now. When are we getting Guy on here? Now, see, that's interesting, because Guy lives in Prague, And currently in Prague, it's 3 a.m. right now. So having Guy on the Threefold Talk live might be a smidge difficult. But, you know, we'll try. But speaking of Prague, I can now share this. Look at that, folks. It's me in Prague.
Can we zoom in?
Yeah.
Zoom in.
Can we zoom in? Let me try. Let's try and zoom in, see what we can get. There we go.
Cute.
So yeah, so this was back in August. I, along with a bunch of other people, got invited to go to Prague to explore Wheel of Time sets and see screeners and meet directors and producers and like Sharon Gillum, the costume designer, and we met loads of people. The social team just took us around. It was pretty crazy. They actually sat us inside the Wine Spring Inn to watch the first 2 episodes on like the Tuesday night before the episodes dropped.
What was in the Wine Spring Inn?
We actually sat inside the Wine Spring Inn and watched the first 2 episodes of Wheel of Time. It was
so cool.
That's incredible.
highly surreal. So I've been sat on this. I've told a few people. I've teased a couple of things here and there, but like I've got hours of footage. I literally have 3 hours of audio that I need to go through. So
you thought you had time, but no.
I thought I had time. I was like, the strikes, you know, they keep saying like literally like 5 days ago they were like, they came back with a terrible deal and they were like, no, this is awful. Like the studios are being, you know, buttholes. And I was like, yeah, this is fine. And now it's like, well, I guess next week is a lot of Prague stuff. So, but on top of that, we got a huge amount of just stuff being dropped on Instagram, didn't we? Which was so much fun to see. This was a great one today. Let me see if I can zoom in on this. I don't know why it's like that. That's a bit better. So this was, Iola dropped this one, a post-strike maiden hello. We liked this one, didn't we?
We did. There's more too. There were a couple.
Yeah.
I think she had 3 or 4. Yeah, her and Bain&Chiad. The other Bain&Chiad.
The lesser Bain&Chiad. And then Raga shared this. This is titled
Gorgeous,
No Bane, No
you.
Gain. This is in Morocco. So obviously outside her trailer, sat on the. It's just really, really cool.
Yeah.
What other ones did we see that we loved? I'll go hunting around Instagram.
Taylor posted a good one of him and Priyanka. Well, it's him and then one of just Priyanking. So.
Priyanking.
Yeah.
Priyanking.
That sounds like a verb we all need in our life. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
I'll take some Priyanking, please.
Yeah, me too.
I love this. Also, I can finally reveal some behind the scenes dirt, like how Priyanka Bose wasn't actually cast as Alana. She just found a way.
With what Takaranriat said, because he responded to them, and I responded to what he said.
Yeah. She just found a way onto set one day, convinced costume to put her in something and started calling herself Lada. I think we're all better for it though. And then Takaranriat replied, "That's Alana Sedai to you." So, yeah.
And then did you reply? You said you replied to that, Leigh-A?
Yeah. Taylor replied to them, and then I replied to him.
Nah, Maxim has his own pet name for her, and you were like, which is? And he has not replied yet.
Need to know.
He's in Europe, so he's on European time. So maybe he hasn't seen it yet. Whatever. But the next picture is the adorable one of the Priyanka.
What do we reply? What we do live response here, folks. Come on, let's compose something. What are we gonna say?
Chat. What should Rob reply to this? Please let us know.
We'll scroll through the pictures
while you guys are responding.
Chat will have something clever.
Yes. So, and yeah, we had this. This was the second picture you posted there. Is she just like casually throwing that on? That's
I think she's being silly.
It's her necklace as a tiara or a diadem.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Right.
Yes,
That makes sense.
Her jewelry.
Mary Flinty.
Ooh.
Skeeter like, wow, you sure Priyanka that persimmon. Okay. Yeah, I mean that would be funny.
Ooh, snack mistress. I like that.
Your snack, yeah. It's the pet name Snack Mistress. Priyanka Queen. I think Snack Mistress wins.
Yeah, snack
Right,
mistress
okay.
is good.
It's a double C. So, snack. Okay.
Yeah, double C snack.
Yeah, I have to spell it correctly.
Mhm.
It's the Wheel of Time spelling.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Snack mistress.
Can we sit here and just watch you post on Instagram? Post? Oh, because I don't have Instagram, so it's always exciting for me. A whole new platform.
The quality entertainment you get from Three Bolt.
yes. There we go.
Post on Instagram.
Yes.
Love it. So that was Taylor. Who else should we check out? Name some people from the cast. We just got to scroll Instagram and have fun. with them.
Kiara had some good ones.
Kira, okay. If I can spell her name correctly, there we go. 1 second, we're loading. Oh yeah, these were great.
What are you two laughing about?
They're having.
Wow,
You
really?
could not hear that.
It just went.
It was so loud.
I totally missed it.
I don't think it was really that loud, but it was loud for us.
Sulan only turned in to watch me post on Instagram, so yeah. And Kev is obviously very happy we're talking about Kira, so. So yeah, Kira posted a few things. So pleased that she can finally share about the Wheel of Time Season 2 and champion the incredible hard work and talent of this cast and crew. I've met the most inspiring people and learned so much. Thank you for all the love that's been shown already for the show. For those who haven't seen it yet, the whole season is out now. And we got a whole set of pictures here. These two, like Maddie and Zoe hugging here, that's just like super cute.
So cute.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
I think Kev probably had a meltdown at this face here. Like, Kev, how did you feel about this?
Yeah.
All the Kevs.
I actually tagged Kev says he tagged most of the ones I caught today on my Instagram story, FYI. Nice. We can just read Kev's.
I love how she says, "I'm so pleased." That's such an Elaine thing to say. I'm so pleased.
Yeah.
Very good.
I think I put this one on my story and be like, Wheel of Time eye gear coming soon, or eyewear coming soon, something like that, because I love the mask or whatever they're wearing here. It's quite funny. And this was a cute picture as well, the 6 of them together.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then there with flowers.
With her roses.
Aww.
Her
Pandoran roses.
roses.
Red or white, people? What do you pick?
I forget which is which. Red is a good queen's man, right?
I think
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good trivia question.
This is true.
Mm-hmm.
Right, since Kev reckons he's got it all, shall we just scroll through Kev's story?
Sure.
Let's see what you got for his great Kangas beef. That's what he calls himself on Instagram. I did not make that up.
Saying it out loud sounds so funny.
Oh, it's brilliant. Here we go. Let's check him out.
There's some great Kangas beef right there. Oh, sorry.
So isn't this the Wheel of Time people posted that saying that Rand and Lanfear's chemistry was just really good.
Well, yeah, it was interesting. They said they auditioned people to like whoever felt best with him. Like, didn't someone post that a couple weeks ago that when they auditioned Lanfear candidates or whatever, they auditioned it with Rand to see what the chemistry was like.
Oh,
I saw a post about that a couple weeks. Sorry, I'm not track of that post.
They did that, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And I love that he's got daggers and not swords. So
Yeah. Well, he's a good foldy. He knows the rules.
good Foldy, yeah.
What does this one say? Anyone following me on Twitter knows how much of a Elaine fan I am, and I don't exaggerate even slightly when I say that for me, Kira Coveney has brought Elaine to life in a way I could have anticipated. The earnest comic relief Elaine provides to the Wheel of Time has always been underrated to me. I don't think it will be for long, though. Congrats on season 2 and the strike win. Love that, Kev. Very, very sweet. And this one. No spoilers, but Guy Roberts really has some of the most surprising moments in the season. Don't look into it, just watch the bloody flaming goat kiss that kicks some ass in season 2 of The Wheel of Time.
And he definitely, Guy Roberts definitely needs to add Hero of the Horn to his group of hashtags that he uses all the time.
Spoilers, people, by the way, spoilers.
I mean, yeah.
Just in case you didn't know.
Yeah. So.
If you're watching this show and you haven't seen episode 8 yet, then I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, don't know. So yeah, but that's kind of the big news, isn't it? That the strike is done and everyone's now just posting Wheel of Time stuff like crazy, which is great to see. I don't think there was anything else really that happened, was there?
There was a couple of tour book birthdays.
Anniversaries.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, book anniversaries.
Book anniversaries, yeah, I guess. Whatever.
Scroll back. You sent me these, and I need to go find them. Oh, do you know what? Actually, first, let's share something else. We need to do a shout out today, I think, for
another anniversary, correct?
Another anniversary. Yeah,
Another
exactly. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, folks.
Stabbyversary.
A stabbyversary. Get your daggers. Get your bucklers. Get ready to rattle. Please, I want you all to go crazy for celebrating the 20th anniversary of when Mel first stabbed Doyne. Look at that picture, so cute.
I feel like she's just gonna be like, she's just gonna curve that arm down just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That is why Mel is not with us tonight. She's celebrating her stabbyversary with, in real life, Matt Coffin.
This is the way. So, and we wish them both a wonderful day, and we love them so much. They're just so sweet together. And while we're celebrating things, someone made a journey this week, quite recently, and shared it with us. So, no, a different journey. Yes. So please give yourselves a pat on the back here, Spuds, because not only has Leigh-A made the trip out and shown the Black Tower podcast how to find Cold Rock's Hold next to Butt Rock, but Spuds has also now made the journey himself.
So proud.
Mm-hmm.
That was a long journey from Purple Rock's Hold last week to Butt Rock's Hold.
Yes.
He's a true foldy.
He's 2 different folds in a 1 week period, so credit to you, sir.
I love the best about that picture? You need to put that back up. Look at the joy on Spud's face.
It's so cute.
The joy
He's so happy.
To everyone. He just looks so happy at Butt Rock.
He does.
Happy.
Yeah.
And I really hope he had an easier time finding it than we did.
I feel like we need to have him back to tell about his Butt Rock adventure.
Oh, for sure.
You should draw
This is true.
Can you draw a diagram, please?
Wait, do 1 year, do we need to do like Butt Rock Con? I don't know if there's a better way to say that.
No, I think Butt Rock Con.
Butt Rock Con? Yeah. I mean, now that, Butt Con didn't sound good, but now that we've talked about
no. That's a different con.
That's a very different con. Now that we've talked about it, I feel like we need to, do this.
Butt Rock.
I was going to ask. Feeling a little depleted.
A little depleted? Do you want like the static image
Although
as well?
I will say, Sulin did say earlier, is the special guest Butt Rock. So
that's a good point. Yeah.
The Butt Rock is always the special guest.
Butt
Rock is like our standard issue special guest. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Was there any butts this season?
And
No.
there were no butts. No.
Were
No
butts
butts.
3 in season 2? Boo.
And in honor of Mel's anniversary, we need to play this one
Mm.
because
Fun.
that's
Great.
happening. Apparently, I'm sure that's happening. But RockCon can be in conjunction with the Gathering Madness. Not a bad shout, actually. Yeah,
that
so-
makes sense. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
that does make sense. And credit to Sulin for reminding me that there is someone else we should check
Oh,
out
yeah,
first.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So thank you, because again, there's just so much.
There was so much.
We love this. So
Everyone's very excited.
Just drinking.
mhm.
No butts, just tree peeing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm.
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah.
know what
This
that's made of.
don't like the headpiece.
I don't like the headpiece either personally, but
Yes.
it is exquisitely made. I don't like it. But
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
Oh yeah, the craftsmanship is amazing.
Will be making it, so I may or may not have purchased 6.5 yards of black leather styled vinyl at the the fabric store yesterday.
I saw that too. Yeah.
So,
Lantern costume coming? Is that what
there might be multiple
Yeah.
land costumes that
I mean, you have a few different styles of outfits to choose from because there were just a lot of.
Well,
A lot of- I
and
mean-
even oh god, I love that one. I wish they'd kind of done that. It's got some like the right side is Art Deco-ish, or the left side, I guess, like Art Deco-ish, and
I appreciate the love I'm getting in chat right now. Rob is a simple man with regards to headwear, a practical fella, and Penny's just like Rob never likes the headpiece.
it's true. He doesn't. He's not a headpiece person per se.
Look, I'm just waiting. Like, third time lucky, season 3, they're gonna smash it out the park and be like, I love that headpiece. That's perfect. That's what I was waiting for. So
the new Chosen will have like a headpiece like this big.
yeah,
It'll just
people
be
keep
every
threatening
season
to.
bigger.
But
Well,
you
no,
like
maybe maybe
power daggers, didn't you?
The power daggers were cool.
the
but
power daggers were cool. Yeah.
But the
So in
gold
season
Christmas
1,
power thing,
Love that.
no, I didn't like it either.
in season 1 there was one brooch I didn't like. In season 2
brooch?
there were 2 headpieces I didn't like. So now I'm concerned that in season 3 there'll be like 3 swords I don't like or something. I don't know.
Okay, what was the brooch you didn't like? Now I'm curious. I don't remember this.
The Bain&Chiad, you know what I'm talking about, don't you?
What, the swan's headpiece?
No,
No,
the brooch
season
in
one
season
brooch.
1.
Oh yeah, the Luz Theron's brooch, dragon brooch.
Oh, the dragon.
You didn't like
brooch.
the dragon brooch?
What's wrong with you?
Mm-mm.
What did the dragon
I thought
brooch
you
ever
liked
do to
it.
you?
I don't know.
Rob doesn't
yeah,
have to come to the costume in depth that we do eventually.
So pretty.
And I
Look.
love that they made several of them just to demo.
Yeah. I will say I did not get to see Landfair outfits on the trip round the.
What did you get to see? We heard a little bit, but what outfits did you get to see?
So I got to see a lot of Kyrianan outfits. We got to see a lot of Shanchan outfits,
Nice.
both on mannequins and on people wearing them. That was pretty crazy. And we
Did you
saw.
get to touch anything?
Sorry.
Did you get to touch anything? Like
I mean,
nails?
that's not.
I really want to know, like, what the nails felt like. Were they like?
You wanted him to touch the nails?
Yes, I want to know what those nails felt like. They
That's
were
so random.
That is very random. I did not touch nails. No. So
I'm a random girl. I wanted to
that's
know
it.
like what it felt like before spoilers. They went whoosh, and then you get that really like
You wanted to feel them before and after the.
yes, I do. I really do.
before and after the. Okay, well, I apologize because I missed that. So,
I was just curious.
All right. Like we said, there was some.
I want that for you someday, Amis. Like I hope that can happen for you. I really do.
We'll try and figure it out one day. So there were some book anniversaries. So
Rob's like, no more.
Yeah, let's carry on. Because otherwise, we'll never get to talk about OgierCon, and obviously we want to talk about that. So it has been how many years since 1997? So what's that? 26 years since the Wheel of Time was Robert Jordan's The Wheel of Time was published, which was pretty amazing. Can't believe that's been around that long. And then I've lost the other one now. 1 second.
There were two, so it's I think Winter's Heart.
Winter's Heart and the Big White Book.
Yeah. 1 second. Here it comes. Yeah. And that is November 7th, 2000. So that is 23 years ago that came out. So it's been a big week. And then obviously it was
1 year ago, November 6th, was Origins of the Wheel of Time. That's when it was released.
And I don't have a link to that tweet.
I have a picture from a year ago that came up today on my phone of me holding the Origins.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, that is super cute.
It feels like it's been more than a year though since the Origins came out. Like I feel like that's been part of our lives for forever, even though it's only been a year.
Once you Michael Livingston, you always Michael Livingston. I think that's the way it is.
Well, he had been at JordanCon in April of 22 and talked about it, and we already got to hear some of the entries. And then when it came out, there were some copies available like a week before that people found. So some people had it before November 6th.
This is true. So, right. So I feel like that's the bulk of the news. So we'll change the music and we'll do a cleanse. So do that.
Do a cleanse with some new wine.
Cleanse. Get the butt rock.
Butt rock.
There we go. Feeling cleansed. Feel ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Before we do that, it's time to say goodbye to Twitter, folks. If you're watching on Twitter, you need to come join us on YouTube. So, goodbye, Twitter.
Bye, Twitter.
Love you.
All right. So, Grace, why don't you take it away?
Me?
It's your con. It's your con. I wasn't there. Only the maidens went and the roof mistress. So, I can't be like, so OgierCon was like this because I don't know. You tell us.
Yeah, but you went last year, so you know what it is.
I know what it is. I was very lucky to go last year. I was not able to attend this year for multiple reasons. But you tell it, I see you wearing a different colored shirt to usual.
Yeah, the shirts this year. Who
That's
did
it.
those?
I did.
They're
yeah,
beautiful. I love them
gorgeous.
so much.
So the palmetto and the crescent moon, that is the flag of South Carolina and like the symbol of Charleston. And I thought I'd go with the crescent moon because, it was Landfear's season. So we had to have that on the shirt.
Oh, and it looks like our headdress.
Did Anna
it does a little bit look like her address. Yeah. What was that?
Did Anna insist on that?
No, it was my idea. Yeah.
I don't like Landfear.
I don't, but it was too perfect.
You were pandering?
Maybe a little bit. No, I just, I was feeling it. I had a feeling like I wanted a navy midnight blue. So I was like, that works with the moon. I don't know. I had a whole artistic process. So OgierCon started last year, a year ago, when Origins of the Wheel of Time came out. And we all decided to make not we all, but some of us decided to make a pilgrimage to Charleston to go to a book signing with Michael Livingston that he had advertised. And we were like, why don't we just go and make a few days of it? So we rented out this amazing mansion in downtown Charleston that is like so cool. And we ended up calling it the Black Aja Mansion because there were 13 of us and there was a black cat named Millie and there were bees on the sea. There was a lot of
13.
It's 13. Yeah, it's very there are many like serendipitous synchronicity type things about this.
There's a little Japanese looking picture of a heron.
Yeah, there's just too many connections. And obviously, you know, Charleston is where Robert Jordan lived, so his house is there, and the places he used to frequent are there, and the library with his notes are there. So it was, you know, Charleston's a really special place. So we decided, you know, we would do this pilgrimage. And then, of course, we had such an awesome time that everybody was like, we should do this again next year. So
I remember trying to talk you into it.
Yeah. And, you know, I mean, as always, the best part of these things is being with friends. So people were like, why don't we just do this again? So I got in touch with Michael Livingston, who had done a lecture with us last year, and obviously the book signing, and Maria Simons, who was kind enough to give us a tour of the gardens at Harriet McDougall's home, formerly Robert Jordan's home. I got in touch with them to see if they would be willing to hang out with us again. They both said yes. So we booked the mansion, and the rest is history. We had a lovely group join us this year. It was about half and half people who went last year and half new folks, one of whom was Melindhra and Doyne. And so it was their first time, but for me and Leigh-A, it was our second time.
How lucky are we? So lucky.
Yeah, we had so much fun.
Yeah, I feel very lucky people were able to make it work. I was sort of, the first day that I arrived, I was like, wow, people actually came. Like, this is so cool. That photo you just showed was us at the Blind Tiger Pub, which is mentioned in Origins of the Wheel of Time, and it's known as a place that Robert Jordan used to frequent. We actually were outside in the back courtyard, which I think is a place that did not exist when Robert Jordan went to the pub.
I think the courtyard existed, but not as a bar
part of the pub
space. So there was part of it. It was obviously like a new construction, almost like a pop-up bar type thing. They don't serve food out there, but you can see the new fireplace. And when we got there, there was a gentleman playing acoustic country songs on his guitar very loudly, but very good. Like, he was really good. He was really good. But it was just, you know, it's a bar. It's loud.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I just saw Kevin. Michael Livingston finally posted his TV. I've been waiting for that. Go on Twitter. Go on Twitter.
What did I miss?
So, okay. Part of OgierCon, November 6th actually also happens to be Michael Livingston's birthday. So when we went to the book signing last year, we brought him gifts, one of which was gin from Rob, all the way from England, and cupcakes, and we got him a card and an OgierCon shirt and everything. So this year for his birthday, we got him a chibi, his own chibi. And we had him look at it at his desk when we were visiting him in his office. And I was waiting to see if he would post it, and it sounds like he did.
Oh,
here it is.
Oh my gosh! That is so cute.
That is amazing.
And the desk and the chair are perfect. Like, that's exactly what it looks like. And he's got the skull and his little glass of gin. What did he say? What's the caption say?
The caption says, so this weekend I got a new official portrait courtesy of Citadel 1842, and then the Lightswork pod surprised me with their own official portrait. Thumbs up. So.
I need to retweet that and tag Memo, because it was from us, but Memo's the one who did it, obviously. And she's brilliant, as always.
It's so on point.
It's so perfect. Oh, she did such an amazing job.
Oh, and slight side note, she is, if you go to her Twitter account, she is hosting a sketch class on Saturday, which you can get tickets for. I think they're $10 if you get them before the 11th, and then the 11th, which is the day of the online class, it's I think $30 or something like that. But it was excellent, like at OgierCon. Anyways,
that was a great hour.
It was so I
saved it. That's the cutest thing.
Yeah.
She also sends out really good emails. I get her emails all the time. So if you don't check her Twitter or whatever, you can sign up. And I got an email about that just a couple days ago. So she's good about that.
Yeah, she is really, really good. Actually, I'm glad you mentioned that because that needs to give me a little kick up the butt because that was the first video from OgierCon that I was going to share out. Now that everyone who managed to come has had time to enjoy if they were there and rewatch or just watch back if they were digitally there. I was like, okay, you've had a couple of months now, so time to share a little bit out with the world. So that was that one will be coming out soon as well. But yeah, that's a beautiful chibi. Thank you for whoever posted that. That's come out now. We could share that. So
Kevin,
was it Kev who noticed it? Thank you, Kev. So that was Friday night. You went to the pub, was it?
Well,
yes.
sort of.
Yeah, we went, but there was no tables available, so we just had a drink and went back and ordered Indian food, which was really nice.
It ended up being perfect because the mansion is just it's meant for entertainment space.
Yes.
And we got to just that was the night of Watt Idol and Watt Karaoke.
Yes, we watched a lot of Watt Idol videos.
Alyssa's songs. So.
Yeah, we definitely made a point to do a little bit more hanging out at the house this year, which was nice. And the feedback I got from people was that they really enjoyed just chilling. That is our rewatch of episode 8 on Sunday.
Okay.
Innkeeper's wife, it was her first time seeing it, and so that was fun.
Oh, wow.
6, 7, and 8. So 6 is the big, heavy one. That's the Egwene episode. So definitely allow, like, it's a big enough house, and this is why it was so great, that if you didn't want to watch that, there was other places that you could go and do other things, like play card games where you bruise your knuckles.
Nice. They're asking, did you record the innkeeper's wife's reaction?
We did not record it. No.
But she had some good reactions.
Only in their memories.
Yeah.
In memories. Okay.
She
so
allotment of cuss words.
Fair. So Friday was a quick drink at the pub and Indian food. Was there anything else, or was it just very relaxed?
Friday, we also met Dr. Livingston at the Citadel for a Twilight Parade, and it was actually the Veterans Day version of the parade, which was all silent. It was a silent command parade, and it was really cool, and he was nice enough to sort of share with us a little bit about what was going on during the ceremony, and then he kind of showed us around a little bit afterwards, which was really nice.
Love that.
Yeah.
So there should be a couple of pictures of that somewhere, but I don't know if it's too.
There should be a selfie. I think the first one I sent Rob with Livingston in the background in front of the cannons.
Yep, I know the picture you're talking about. 1 second while I find it.
We're so organized, you guys.
There we go.
Oh, that's from that night too. That's the White Tower at the Citadel.
Yeah, so but the parade, you can see the parade grounds in the background and the stand.
Yep.
Nope.
And there was a band and music, and they played taps, which was really, I loved that.
Right over essentially Matt's head is where two of the 4 cannons are, and they only had 2 cannons for this that they actually used. The other 2 are under maintenance. And then they've got the flags from all 50 states. Plus the territories, and you can still also see the White Tower in the background, but also just behind the cannons is part of the parade ground, and you can see it's the kind of gray blurs. Those are the cadets marching in front of
in the background.
The review stand. So it's right just before the tree line. It literally just looks like a crowd, but those are the cadets marching by. So for the parades, they always have special guests, so dignitaries or honored veterans come and they review the cadets as they march by. So, which is fun.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so busy day on Friday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Busy day on Friday for sure.
Saturday. Is there any more for Friday before we go to Saturday?
That's it for Friday.
Okay, so tell us what you got up to on Saturday.
Sleep on Friday.
It sounds like.
A little bit.
Just a wee bit.
Got a couple in.
Okay. Moving on.
We had breakfast together on Friday morning. There should be a picture of the roof mistress in her Wheel of Time robe with a mimosa in that.
With,
Yes,
oh, I may not have that.
chilling like a villain with her mimosa.
I love this one. Also captures the mugs that are in the house.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get up and make breakfast. I'm just gonna throw on the robe and the fucking tiara and call it.
So I will say, I didn't make breakfast.
Charnice and Melindhra were up early cooking. Char makes the best bacon ever, and she's a vegan, but her bacon was so good.
So on point. I woke up and started drinking.
Yes.
I want to know, did anyone make eggs?
Yes, Char also made eggs.
And how were they compared
They were
to my
delicious.
eggs?
How can I compare? I love you both. I'm not going to compare your eggs.
She just made them. She made them in a different way than you made them.
You both made them differently, and they were both wonderful.
That was so diplomatic of you. I'm impressed. Because I know you really like Shah as you have to love Shah. So
she's amazing. I mean, yeah, everybody was just everybody contributed in their own way, and to wake up in the morning and have Char and Mel just jump in like that.
Just for a quick flashback,
awesome.
Something we did forget about Friday was we kind of crashed another podcast.
Friday night. Go ahead, Leigh-A.
So it started with I brought the robe, which we did the unveiling last week, literally the day before Char and I drove down. And so I brought it down, and a couple people tried it on. But then we also brought mustaches and tiaras. So I think there's a picture of Joe and Doyne sporting them. I think maybe there's a picture of Doyne sporting them.
1 second, I will try to find that.
But Sarah from What Series and Matt Hatch had both said that they would be on Bain&Chiad. So while we were out there trying on the robes and the tiaras and just kind of having a lot of fun, singing our Watt karaoke, we're like, you know what? We should photobomb or crash these podcasts. And they were in 2 separate rooms, so people just kept going up and popping in, sitting.
I was modding that podcast.
Yep, I just put the link in the chat for the Bain&Chiad. It was the season 3 wrap party. So if you want to see OgierCon crashing that, you can click that link.
Yeah. So we did do something else on Friday.
Yes.
Okay, so we've had a fantastic breakfast on Saturday. We've got mimosas on the go.
Yep. Then we traveled out to Avendasora.
Nice.
Which is the Angel Oak on St. John's Island. And it was very magical. I think a lot of people this was like the low-key, surprisingly favorite part of OgierCon. People really enjoyed. Yes, that's Mel found Vendor Aldera, the little tiny sprout there. She was really, really enjoying the visit to the tree. A lot of people really enjoyed it. It was very peaceful, much bigger than people thought. They were like, oh, it's just a tree. But when you get there, you're like, whoa, it's a tree.
Massive.
Well, there's
massive.
some weird rules you said, right?
What was that?
There's some weird rules about what you are and are not allowed to do around the tree.
Yes, you have to be, it's extremely old, and many of those giant branches, which look like trunks, basically, many of them are hollow, and so it's very fragile, and there's a lot of support beams holding up these branches and keeping them in place. And so you can't step on it, stand on it, sit on it. You're not supposed to do yoga on it. You have to be really respectful of the tree. They did say you can gently hug, touch, or kiss it. So a lot of us were doing that.
How many of those did you do? Did you gently hug and touch and kiss it, or?
I gently touched and hugged. I did not kiss, but Doyne did. Doyne kissed it gently. Mm-hmm.
There is. I'm going to go back and find it.
I don't know if I included that.
Where is the island compared? Like, how far away is it from Charleston?
It was about a 20-30 minute drive.
Well, so not bad.
Not far. No, it wasn't too bad.
Okay. Very nice.
There's some good comments in chat. can gently caress the tree. Yes, sherbet mango, you can gently caress it.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know why they said yoga. Like, I went there years ago with my dad, and I did like the tree pose, like standing in front of the tree. I think that's probably okay. I think what they mean is like, don't do a handstand on it, or like, you know, put your foot on it and balance, or what, you know, whatever. But like, yeah, it's funny that they specifically say yoga. Oh yeah, no stilettos, Island Wee. Yep. Yeah.
Right. Kissing is approved. Yoga is not. Mel sent me this picture of the. Let me zoom out for a second. See, it's the British Isles. She said, which was really cute.
Yes.
As you scroll up,
some like lichen on the tree or something.
Yeah. So this is like Scotland here, and then like Wales and Ireland on the left here, and then like Essex. It's very very close. I approved of the love there. I appreciated it so. And there is somewhere, I'm not sure exactly where, a picture of Loyal's library, Bryant, gently caressing the butt of the tree butt.
Yes, the tree had a butt.
That is an excellent
Guess who found the tree's butt? I'll give you one guess.
Mel.
Was
it
Mel? Yeah.
Brian, there was a huge spider web with a huge spider. We found Mogedion. Big spider and spider web in the tree, yes.
There we go. Love that. Sounds very, very magical and peaceful. I love it.
So meanwhile, my dumbass was like, it's a tree. It's not going to be that cool.
You took one for the team. Roof Mistress was roof mistressing.
But I really enjoyed it. Like, I just played my music loudly and was singing very off key. I had a kitchen that I could actually work in, as opposed to the teensy fancy kitchen that I have.
It's such a great kitchen, isn't it?
It's a really good kitchen. And it's like fairly reasonably stocked with like pots and knives, like sharp knives. Something like my kitchen. Something I could remedy, but just stayed because essentially the way the schedule went, because we weren't certain how long everybody was going to take at the tree, and in the afternoon we were going to have a special event. Grace,
so the Roof Mistress stayed to help prep for our next event of the day, which was an afternoon tea party with special guest Maria Simons, who really wanted to see the Black Aja Mansion. So between Leigh-A and Penny, the Wok Cake Lady, who brought all of these amazing baked goods and pastries and homemade crackers and all sorts of amazing things, charcuterie
board
things. Yep. And between that and Leigh-A's sandwiches that she made and all of the drinks we had, they made this beautiful spread. And I think that photo there of the spread is not even everything that eventually ended up on the table. There was a lot more than that even.
There was so much food.
Tons of food and tea and wine, and it was a really nice, chill afternoon at the house.
Yeah, and so, Rob, if there's any pictures of the outside that aren't brunch, like those are from tea, essentially. Just everybody hanging out and just nice, low-key, casual.
Yeah. Brian, I may or may not have had a macaron before tea time and gotten yelled at by the Roof Mistress.
That does not sound like the Roof Mistress.
Because he took it from the plate that was out and not the one that was in the kitchen. So all of my even lines were
symmetry, Brian. It's all about symmetry.
This is true.
Have you not seen the towers?
But those macarons were amazing, though, so I don't blame him.
Oh, yeah.
Leigh-A sent me a picture of the table. Like, Rob, I'm trying to do your cooking thing. I'm trying to, like, manifest that for you. And there's like, wait, 2 seconds later, I got a different picture of the same table because one tea box was slightly wonky compared to all the others. She's like, that's a better picture.
And I'm so glad I sent a picture because I wasn't seeing it as I was walking by, and I was like, oh my god, that's gonna drive me crazy later. But I set out, I laid out all the plates, and so will do one correction. I didn't make the sandwiches. I had everything prepped and ready because I knew there was a team coming back, and I just needed to make sure that all the things got out and like.
Yes,
so
you were the organizer, coordinator, and delegator. Yeah.
Sandwiches were Wise One approved, by the way. She was like, "So, do you think we should do this or this with the sandwiches?"
Oh,
I'm like, "Yes, you should do this."
I was going, my original idea was, because I'm like really obsessed with individual pizzas right now, but then I was like, that is just going to be way too complicated and like take too much, but basically do like a pizza bar. I was like, oh no, that's way too complicated, and Amise talked me down. But so we did sandwiches, but still, like Penny's husband chopped all the stuff for the salad, and then I think Sarah, Sarah and Mel did all the sandwiches, and then Brian was basically my runaround just to like put this in this thing. I was like, see where it is on the table? It goes back here. Yes. And he was like, okay. So everybody let me like
roof mistress.
And everybody
gave us jobs. Yep.
People kept like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm having so much fun. Go do this.
You were really in your element, and it was so wonderful. Yeah.
This is true. This sounds very much like Leigh-A. I think not to do an awful live update, but Michael has replied to us, to my comment anyway, that I put in live while we were looking at his chibi.
You commented?
Yes, I commented live.
Yeah, I didn't see any typing going on.
What did, you didn't show us.
So it was literally on the screen. So I put showing this live on Threefold Talk right now. Kudos to the Light Sweat Pod and Memo for organizing this beautiful stash filled hotness. And he has replied, such amazing folks and grateful to you all. I mean, look at the details. Also, why is my glass empty?
Tell him it's gin. It's just hard to see. That's all.
That's a good point. It's Welsh gin.
Yeah, it's Welsh gin. It's see-through.
So it's clear. or have you run out?
You might have run out.
Do I need to bring?
You need to add someone's arm in there pouring the gin back in. That's fine.
Oh, Kevin, can you add that
Kevin, we have a job for you.
Kevin? Kevin needs to Photoshop the arm pouring.
Yes.
There we go. I've replied. It's Welsh gin, so it's clear. Or have you run out already? Do I need to bring more to OgierCon in April? There we go. So.
I mean, whether or not he's run out, the answer is yes to bringing more to OgierCon, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, when Brian came here after Malkier, he was like, Rob, we need to get a bottle in so we can try it. And Brian and I drank the shit out of that gin. It's so good. So
yes, I trust Michael's taste. I definitely trust it. So
yeah. So I'll bring 2 bottles, one to give to Michael, one for the rest of us to get.
One for everyone to share. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. One for the Threefold Talk hold to enjoy with the foldies. So.
What's Purple Rock hold?
Purple Rock's hold. True. My apologies. Okay.
Freaking Wetlander.
Play the thing.
Wait. I'm going to go. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. 1 second.
Wetlanders.
We really need her to do exactly. It's this. This is Wetlands. And then to make it kind of a curse word, you do the pinky up. Did we say, is it pinky first or pinky after?
I don't know.
But you two should know. You speak this language.
You know
Rob, what's the brand of gin?
It's
botanicals. Something botanicals.
No, botanicals is just like botanicals is a
but
like a type of gin.
It's their type. Yeah.
Yes, botanicals one of it. Yeah.
Breckon or Breton or something.
Brecken. I think it's Brecken. Yeah, Brecken Botanicals gin. I need an image. 1 second. No, go back. Let me see.
So while you're looking that up, Penny put a great comment, and it really was. It wasn't just the people who were making the food. Joe, while I was making a catastrophe in the kitchen, was there helping wash dishes behind. And then I know even like Matt Hatch like kicked in, and he didn't want to do any cooking, but he was happy to help doing the dishes, as did his lovely wife Terry. So just like everybody chipped in at some point. Like everybody found their way to help out in their own little way.
Yep.
So
whether it was cooking, cleaning up, dishes, everything.
Yeah,
everybody was
out
amazing
because we had so much trash.
So much trash. Yeah.
So much trash.
Balance.
Yeah.
Important.
My camera's having a moment. So what happened next?
So we had the tea party. Then we had an outdoor cookout dinner party. Well, actually, it wasn't a cookout. But we were outdoors part of the time. We had a dinner party at a traditional Charleston single residence with Steve.
With Steve?
With Steve.
It
was on the agenda.
Everyone met Steve. Yep.
Everyone met Steve.
Oh, Steve. You met Steve. Yep, you did.
Steve was a very good host, and everybody had a great time. Charnice brought a very special friend, a gentleman caller, to the party, and we got to meet Wendell, who was a fantastic, automatically fit right in with the Wheel of Time crew. And yeah, we had a really nice night. A lot of wine was imbibed that night.
No, I don't believe that for 1 second.
No?
Of course I do.
And Steve's partner also made some amazing non-alcoholic cocktails.
Yes, that was really special because about half of our group doesn't drink. So there was some great non-alcoholic beverages made and shared, and then also some Aperol spritzes and Manhattans were made. It was a really nice time.
Nice.
Can you my computer was obviously having a moment there. Can you reiterate the Steve thing? Sorry, I missed.
Steve just was a great host. We had a lot of delicious drinks, and some of them were non-alcoholic, and we had a great time. Awesome. Ate a lot of food. Everybody was very happy.
Very good drinks.
Got tours of an authentic
of the Charleston single. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So historical house.
Yep. Beautiful house.
What does a single have in it that other houses do not?
So it's it's called a single, but it's actually a 2-story home. And what's really cool and different about it is that it has a porch on both levels, but the porch is on the side of the house instead of the front of the house. And you actually enter it through a front door. So like
it has a door. So
the porch has a door.
The door because it's not like it's fenced in, but there's a actual door to get in.
Right. So and I guess traditionally, like if the door is open, it means you are okay with visitors, and if not, but traditionally you'd walk into a house and the front door would lead into the house, but the front door leads onto the porch, and then you go down the porch all the way down the side of the house, and then you can enter the house. And also there's a code in Charleston City code that the original historical singles can only be painted certain colors. So there's it's kind of a pastel palette. So Steve's house is like a violet color, and
purple. The ceiling of the porch is this baby blue, which so it looks like the sky, but it actually repels bugs because bugs don't want to go up to the sky.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Can I just paint myself?
Brian, I think I drank 36 Coke Zeros.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Brian was great. Yeah. Where's that? There it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I very much miscalculated when I made the grocery run on how much sodas would be drank over the weekend. So it's like at Costco, it's like there's no way people will drink that. I was so wrong.
Yeah. I underestimated the Coke Zero obsession.
I mean, the innkeeper was there for a start, and I've seen him knock back at a few Coke Zeros.
Brian, I'm really upset that I have ranch that has come back home with me because you did not chug it.
Oh, Brian.
Oh, we should. I mean, we were going to take a video of him chugging the ranch. Why didn't we do that?
I don't know, but I
It
have.
sounds like a goal for next year's OgierCon.
Yes, ranch chugging competition.
Yes.
Leigh-A's face.
So what I'm thinking is we do a ranch-themed party for threefold brunch.
Oh.
This may
if we raise $1,000 during threefold brunch on one holiday, I will chug a bottle of ranch in honor of Brian.
If we raise $2,000, I will chug the rest of Brian's bottle of ranch, which might be a little old at that point. So, like, that's really $2,000.
I thought we moved beyond the gross food eating thing. I thought we were going to do something different this year.
But I think
we're waiting on Leigh-A to suggest something new. Leigh-A is our ideas person.
A lot for 1 hour segment, so like,
yeah.
I feel like this is a step up from the gallon of milk challenge in college when you all had to down it and see who threw up first.
Oh, I would do it during trivia now, you know.
No. It's so gross. You could do other things with ranch.
We will take this up. We will take this up. Go to Fireside Chat and have this conversation. What about this is three full talk. We're not talking about ranch.
What about like ranch wrestling? You could do that instead of mud wrestling.
Oh, then you don't have Jordan content.
But we're not all going to be together.
Yeah, we'll be at our homes.
Am I going to wrestle alone? That feels very.
You just get a little swimming pool, pour it on. I think you can do this, and then you don't have to eat it.
I love the people that were at OgierCon are adding just these adorable details.
We're talking about this much ranch.
Okay, I'm done with ranch now. Sorry, I just had a good idea about wrestling.
Ranch is like not gross
on
its own, but like it can ruin food, and also like chugging it is gross.
Why are we still talking about ranch?
Okay, we need
Sorry, people in chat are still talking about it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
We need a cleanse.
Derailed. Yeah, we need a butt rock.
Okay, we need a cleanse. Okay, fine. There it is. You can even have the slightly extended butt rock.
Anyone that votes to cut butt rock doesn't deserve butt rock.
There we go. How does that feel? Are we okay? Did we break someone?
You two are having far too much fun, and I am jealous.
We're just happy to be together. You literally put the butt rock image up, and we both went.
Oh my god! Of course you did. Oh my gosh! Of course you did.
It is
right.
So after we went back and basically watched episodes 6 and 7, and then it was bedtime.
Yes.
Right.
Definitely bedtime.
Yeah, because we were all tired. It was a day.
Well, it's good to know that Steve was such a good host. Appreciate that.
Yes.
And like people are now talking about butt rock being cut, like
Totally cut.
Cut so hard. Michael's thirst is satired for now. Okay, we're going looking for this.
Satiated.
One second, we're gonna find this. Where is it, Kev?
Oh,
I fucking love you, Kev. This is so good. All right, one second. Let me find it. And yeah, here we go.
I can see this.
Please consider it fixed, ladies and gentlemen. It's being topped up.
Oh my god! It's even the right bottle.
It is even, yeah, because I told him. So, right, we should reply to this. Okay, so we like this, obviously. And what's the alt text? I've got to read the alt text. A chibi of Michael Lewis. Right, there's nothing special. Sometimes Kev hides things in his alt text. Right, so what do we say to this? Live tweeting, folks. What are we saying?
Can you go back to the picture? Because I didn't see it because my StreamYard was being dumb.
Okay.
That's so good. So good.
That's oh god, but you chat, what should we say?
Yeah,
'cause
help us out,
I'm
chat. How do
coming
we
up with
reply to this?
nothing creative right now.
Yes, definitely the lights work, Kylan. We.
Okay.
Yeah.
While we're doing that, 1 second. I've just been sent a super secret photo from the weekend. Hold, please. Yes. People sending me, like, I wasn't even there and I'm getting secret stuff. So, you know, ladies and gents, please enjoy.
Yeah, but you know what? You didn't drink it, and we are past the. No, I'm gonna cancel Ranch right now. Ranch is canceled. Ranch is canceled. It's official.
I'm so mad because I can't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Did you see it?
So
Yes.
Sunday, so Sunday, Grace, we did things on Sunday.
What did you do?
Sunday was a quick breakfast, and then we went to, I forget what was Sunday morning. Oh my gosh, yes. So we all put on our OgierCon tees.
I was like, seriously, do I need to tell you what you got up to on Sunday? I know what you
Listen,
did.
I'm tired and sleep deprived, and I did a lot of planning and deciding. So the fact that I can remember Friday through Saturday is pretty good.
You started this segment saying Leigh-A roof mistress the shit out of everything. So.
It's true. She did. Yes, Sunday morning, we met Maria at Harriet's house, and she gave us a lovely tour of the gardens, and we had a really fun time trying to recreate selfies that were taken by Omar last year. And Matt, Innkeeper Hatch, got very competitive and tried to stage them perfectly.
Of course he did.
Yes,
he was literally grabbing Grace's phone and doing the side by side.
Looking the side by side comparison.
You need to move, and you're not in the same position, and you need to like stand up more. Or
I'll have to tweet them side by side so people can see. But he did a great job. He's a fantastic selfie taker in general, and so we had some really lovely photos taken.
Beautiful picture of the three of you.
Yeah. Yep.
We'll love that picture of us.
Yeah. There's one of Mel doing something very scary. Did you see that one, Rob?
I did see
something very scary.
Very scary.
Horrifying.
Yes. She's very brave. Brave and scary.
It's worse.
I don't know.
It should be in
No,
there.
it's not that.
That looks pretty bad too, but
I'll see if I can find it here.
No, I
But
don't
no,
have
it's also
that.
really scary.
No, I know I sent it to you. Maybe you didn't upload it.
curious for that one.
I downloaded every picture you sent me.
No, I know I put it in there. Okay.
Well, we will find it.
Yeah, I'll resend it.
Okay, can
Yeah.
someone
Oh.
know why?
Oh no,
she's
I found it.
well,
I don't
that's
know.
another-
Somehow I've missed that. 1 second. I found it.
You found it? Okay.
Yeah. Give me a moment to fix it.
Okay.
Fucking Wetlander.
Oh, shut up. Apt that you call me Wetlander with this picture. So, all right, carry on talking. While I get this.
Okay. Go ahead, Leigh-A.
So, do you want me to, or do you remember the rest of Sunday?
Oh, yeah. I didn't know if there was more you wanted to say about the gardens.
Yeah. So part of the garden tour is she brings us into her office, which is where I think Jordan used to. Yes, there's a scary, terrifying photo of what Mel did.
So brave.
So much water.
Yeah. It is a
went to
beautiful
Maria's
pool.
office.
We all kind of agreed, like, out of character. We're like, yeah, can we just, like, have a pool party here next year? So, not sure if that will ever actually make it on the agenda, but we've got goals, right?
Goals are
We
good
do.
goals.
We do. Yeah.
They can only
So
say no.
you had a special something special happened to you in Maria's office, Leigh-A.
Well, really did happen. There were two special things. So, for those of you who don't know, Robert Jordan just collected a lot of random, amazing shit. So they're Michael Livingston's working with a Robert Jordan estate and Maria, obviously. And there's going to be an auction. And I don't know what the proceeds go to, but there's going to be an auction. So there's a photo of me, and there was some stuff, and they were all tagged, and there was this bow. And I was like, I'm going to touch the things because I have zero self-control. And people are like, don't break it. And as soon as I put it down, I knocked over the entire stack of weapons that it was with. They didn't break. I caught them, but it was just they were in this nice little tripod stack, and then they all, And I hadn't been drinking, so I couldn't even blame that. I was just clumsy. But then, so Maria, so this is the downstairs room where there's a lot of just so many
paraphernalia. Books in different languages.
All the languages, things that you just haven't seen. And it was so hard not to be why did we not bring big bags and just go like this? Because it was so cool. It's just stuff you're I don't have that. How? I want that. But Maria brought us, because her office isn't that big and the staircase is very tiny. So she brought us up 3 at a time into our office. And I was up there with Bryant and Brian or Dwayne. I can't remember who the third person was. But we're just going through, and she's like, oh, I was looking for that. And it's this retractable stabby stab. And Bryant goes, you should stab Leigh-A. And she just looks at me and literally stabs me. Didn't blink that an eye. She just straight up. So this is what her office looks like.
She's amazing. I love Maria.
So she was accurate. That would have been a killing stab.
Yeah. It's such a good photo.
It's a great photo.
I got stabbed by Maria. I was so excited. Nice. I came down. I was like, oh my god, you guys, I'm kind of freaking out. Maria just stabbed me. And they're like, she what?
You heard me.
I just didn't have words to explain what was going on. Maria stabbed me. It was amazing. They're like, okay. What?
This is true.
Maria loves you too, Dana Lou. She actually asked after you. She's like, oh, Dana Lou couldn't make it. Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
We love you too, Dana
Lou. Yes, we do. I'm just trying to find, I think, what was probably my favorite picture, because the ladies were all sending me pictures to make me feel included, which was very, very sweet of the three of them. Because I was sad I couldn't be there with the rest of my co-hosts and just everyone else who was there. And they sent me a whole range of pictures, all of which were great. But I think my absolute favorite picture, which I now can't find for some reason. Where is it? This is gonna carry on talking. I'm gonna find it. We'll end on it instead then.
Okay. So after we visited the gardens, we all went back to the house and, had a little water break, whatever we needed to do, settle in. And then we immediately left and walked down the street, not very far at all from the Black Aja Mansion, and did the annual pilgrimage to Ogier Street. And for some weird reason, there was only one street sign. The smaller white sign was there, but the one on the other end of the street, the green one, was not there. I don't know where it went.
Who knows?
I have no idea.
There was a hurricane last year that blew the sign off the thing, but it looks like they haven't actually put it back up there, and I don't know why.
I have no idea where that went either.
Yeah, it's very strange. So unfortunately, we could only pose with the small little white sign, not with the green one. So yeah.
It's going to be a pain to put back on the shelf now. Sorry.
But yeah, we did send you that photo, Rob, of all of us under the street sign. And we missed Critter a lot this year. Critter came with us last year and was brilliant with the photo taking. And she had her tripod and her selfie stick.
Tripod that would be in her tiny little purse, and she would whip it out and be this full-size tripod.
Yep, she was amazing. But we improvised. We had Bryant, who has a timer on his watch, and we used a traffic cone. And I think we did a pretty good job with this.
You did. You did a great job.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Mel was wanting this picture.
Mel, so there's a little sign also on the sidewalk, and Mel did her own personal photo shoot on the ground with the Ogier Street sidewalk engraving.
It's very cool.
Yes, and there was a random Ogier Street resident who came by and was like, "What's going on? I've lived at this street for a while and I don't understand. Is there some?" He's like, "I think there's some books or something." And we were like, "Well, let me tell you."
And then he asked to take a selfie with us under the Ogier Street sign. So we all reassembled.
Yeah.
Do I have that picture? I think I've only got the one Ogier Street.
It was on his phone.
It was on his phone.
Ah, right.
Yeah. Okay. But it was really cool that he and we're like, make sure to get the sign. He's like, okay, yeah. But last year we also had somebody who was walking their spaniel of some sort who also was like, what's going on? Like,
yeah.
So it seems to be the tradition that we're like making the residents aware of how important it is.
This is true.
I mean, if you moved into some place and you'd never read the Wheel of Time, wouldn't you wonder, like, what Ogier means when you're like, I live at blah, 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 Ogier Street?
But there's just some weird...
I mean, wouldn't you be like, what the fuck?
Well, because actually my understanding is that Jordan didn't even really realize that it was that, because it's not that big. It's a very
small street, yes.
Yeah. And... that was the Boston coming out.
It was a little Boston-y there. I was like, oh, okay. You have some coffee with that as well?
But yeah, no, but he was looking for something and maybe there was like some subliminal, but yeah, he didn't name it after the street. So
I would be very curious if I got a house on that street. I'd be like what is it? I'm curious.
And you did, it's our thumbnail. You did all put your feet around.
We did.
And have this picture here.
Yes.
Which is very, very cute. I was tempted to try and guess feet, but then I was like, no, I'm just going to get this so wrong I won't even bother.
You should make Mel guess the feet next time she's.
I like this. Yes.
Yes. Mel can guess the feet.
Oh, that might be the fun Wada holiday. Is like we number the feet and be like, "Can you guess who it is?"
Yeah.
No, that's not what we're gonna do.
So, well, in that case, my apologies for there only being one street sign you could take pictures under.
Well, I was very curious to see what would happen in a year. I thought they would certainly replace it within a year, but they did not. And Maria informed us that the city of Charleston moves very slowly with things like this. So she said it was not unusual that they would not have replaced it yet.
Okay.
Much toe.
Wetlander.
Yes. I love Skeeter. Like, I was looking at all the shoes and didn't notice the Ogier Street in the thumbnail.
Skeeter. That's right.
There's a lot of well-turned tabs there.
There are some well-turned tabs.
Brian's like, what I'm taking away from this is we need more brightly colored shoes in our little community.
Yes.
I mean,
you know at least, and I know whose it is.
You could have picked out mine because I have bright green laces on my shoes, so you wouldn't notice my street.
Well, it wasn't stilettos. I was not wearing stilettos, but you could probably pick out mine in the picture because, like, I was special.
Really? Well, you weren't that bottom right there, were you, by any chance?
I don't know what you're talking about. It fits in with the wetland, or not the wetlands. Oh,
it's true.
Let me just drink some more wine.
Yeah, drink the wine. Yeah. So
we've officially killed 2 bottles of wine since this podcast is pretty much started.
Very proud of you.
Know that.
I love that. I love that.
Stab those wine bottles with alcohol.
And I'm like, can we open more?
And I'm like, no.
All right, so was there anything after the OgierCon?
Yeah, so after we went to the street, we went back to the Citadel and were given another tour by Dr. Livingston, this time because the library was closed on Friday. So we went back Sunday and we went to the library to see the display case of Wheel of Time and Robert Jordan paraphernalia. And we took a picture by the display case, some of us wearing the Michael Livingston mustaches. And that was fun. I think that should be in there with the pictures I sent.
Yes, it is. There it is on screen.
And then we went back to Michael's office where people got to see the desk and the chair that used to belong to Robert Jordan. He also signed some books for us, and Leigh-A had a fun experience there. You want to tell what happened with you?
Yes. And it was so unexpected. So Livingston's Shards of Heaven trilogy, which is amazing. If you haven't read it, wait, because just wait. He just there was some like weird contractual drama with the original publishers. And so you can get the first two books, but getting the third book, if you didn't get it when it was initially published, is literally impossible, because I have been trying for over a year to find the third book, including contacting some booksellers at OgierCon, and Livingston's been on all these Twitters, and he's like, oh, maybe I'll bring some, and somebody's like, no, I've got them, and then they're like, oh, I didn't have them, and we show up, and it's like, so I've been like looking for the third book of Shards of Heaven for a year. So I brought the second book for him to sign, because he's already signed the first one, and he just announced literally last week that they've got a new publisher for him. While we were talking with him, he explained they're changing the names, and I was like, oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to buy it. And he just like goes through and he pulls it out as he's signing my book. And I looked to see, like, he actually like wrote something special at the top, but I was just losing. I was like, I wasn't asking for a book, but I'm not going to complain. And you're signing it. And like, I just like kind of
He wrote, do you remember what he wrote, Leigh-A, on your book?
I didn't even look at it because
he wrote, not many left, and then he signed it.
Yeah. He does sign the most hilarious ways.
Yeah.
He personalizes books. They're so fun.
I was just too flabbergasted to like look. I was like, I have a book. I'm gonna read it.
That's
I just thought that was so sweet. Like, you brought the second, and he's like, here, you want the third? Like, it's so good.
That is so kind of him. I love that.
Because I think he knows, because I comment on a lot of his stuff, and actually he's so amazing with fan engagement.
He really is.
On his, like, he was asked, it wasn't a post that he had directly for his podcast, which, by the way, if you don't listen to it, Bow and Blade. It's hilarious. And it makes he and his friend Kelly, who is like honored by Her Majesty herself. Like, he has like some knighthood or something like that, or some honorary title. It's crazy. But like, they're both distinguished. Got distinguished in their titles. They make listening to medieval history digestible, fun. It's the history class you always wanted to listen to. And they do Q&A. So one of their latest Q&As, I asked a question, and they actually titled it after the question that I asked. So even though there were many questions, but it's like, oh, did women participate in medieval battles or something like that?
Nice.
So, and he's even like, yes, the roof mistress is, I believe, from the Wheel of Time community. And his co-host is like, oh, that other thing you do. But anyways,
amazing.
That being said, yeah, so yeah, that was my special.
Aw, that's so sweet.
That's a wonderful moment, yeah.
Very special moment.
And I have zero chill.
And then he just literally, he like sat on or like leaned up against the desk in the corner and just talked with us for like an hour or more and asked if we had any questions.
A group selfie, packed
yes,
all of us.
We got a great group selfie in the office, which was much bigger than the office he was in last year. So he upgraded.
Well, he told them last year, look, we all couldn't fit in the office. You need to give me a bigger office because these, wonderful people are coming back. So
every year he needs a bigger office.
He also told a really fun story about how heavy the Robert Jordan desk is. And once they got it assembled and put in place, he was like, I kind of want it over there. And he's like, yeah, actually, no.
It is a very cool desk, and you don't see desks like that anywhere anymore. But yeah, yes, Dana Lou, we met Kelly at OgierCon last year. He was at the lecture. Yeah.
Brian said he signed his Agincourt book to Brian, president of all that is good in this world, and I can't tell if he was saying he was good or if the fan club was good.
Commas are hard sometimes.
Wow. Lovely. And
he talked to us for at least an hour.
At least, yeah.
Just constantly, like every question he talked about fantasy book series that he's thinking about. He talked about his class and how his students interact with what he's done, and publishing, travel. It was just it was just amazing. It was a conversation. It wasn't just Professor, I have a question.
Yep. And then we gifted him with his OgierCon shirt. We gifted him with the TV. We sang happy birthday to him. That was really fun.
He loved it. It's his favorite
He loved.
I mean, you bring like little goodie bags for everybody, don't you? Like, is this the goodie bags?
Yes, I brought. Everybody got OgierCon shirts, and folks who hadn't gotten Lightswork swag got Lightswork swag. I brought shirts for Maria and Harriet as well. So yeah.
I just listened to the Lightswork podcast, by the way, the other day about they're remembering all the top 10 memories of the last year. And the goodie bag story, I'm just going to say. Sorry. Well, yes. But such a good story from last year.
So last year we had written cards for everybody. So people knew which bag was which. So that's why we just kind of brought them and put them on the table. Yeah, Rob's got one. Yeah. Yeah, so we did that, but we've run out of those. And also it was just me this year because Ennis couldn't make it. So I didn't write cards this year. So I just wrote people's like initials on the inside of the bag. So only I knew whose was whose. So this year I didn't just leave them out. This year I just actually like handed them to people. So it was not awkward like last year.
You had them all set out on the table last year. And I
people were like,
should we... like, what's going on? I remember I said to him, like, people are asking about the bags. They're not sure. You're like, people can just take them.
And literally, Ennis kept texting me and was like, why is no one taking them? Why is no one taking them? Like, I don't know. They just don't know what to do.
It's like that last piece of pizza and everyone just looks at it. And they're like, no, I'll just leave that for somebody else. But yeah.
So yeah, I think that was pretty much it for the Livingston visit. No,
it was not. Michael got something rather large out in front of you ladies, didn't he?
Oh yeah, I don't want to talk about that. It was upsetting. Yeah, I wanted to skip that part.
Michael got his sword out, folks.
Yeah, no.
Well, again, that's what she said.
I had a lot of respect for him until that moment.
Your faces are priceless.
Yeah.
Perfect.
See, they were fine at first, and then Michael turns up and goes, "Ta-da!" And they're laughing a bit, but then they're like, "No, actually, no." So.
We did not appreciate those.
Yeah, I really
go from like here.
I'm just trying to forget about that part, or else.
Yeah, I mean, we just are mentally blanking it out because the distinguished professor, you should know better.
He really
Maybe
should.
Just want to put you on your, on your toes.
Oh, after I made him say go Navy.
Do you know he had two swords too? Like that wasn't the only sword in the office. There were 2.
4 swords
At least
in the office.
there were
Sounds like
4.
a
What?
problem
4
for me, is
swords in
what
the
I think.
office.
1 for every Aielon, 3 for talk.
No, thank you. I'm good.
Well, I mean,
Okay,
had a
so
bunch of like.
What happened after this traumatic sword experience then?
So we left and we said parted ways, and we went to go take a full group selfie in front of the White Tower because not everyone could make it to the parade on Friday. And Michael surprised us because he kind of went a different direction from us. So we thought he was going somewhere else, but he ended up taking a picture of us taking our selfie before he got in his car, which is an adorable orange Jeep, by the way. It's so cute. But yeah. So when we saw him taking the picture of us, we were all like, ah.
It's very cute.
Yeah. And then we went back. We ordered pizza. We were all very hungry and tired. And we watched episode 8 and ate a bunch of Sour Patch Kids. Recorded podcast, and Leigh-A put sparkly things in people's hair, and
fairy hair.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, fairy hair.
I thought I had the Sour Patch picture, but it turns out I don't.
Oh,
but I did find this.
I sent you the picture of Sour Patches. I think.
All right.
Did I? Maybe.
Yeah, there's a selfie of me and Mel with them too.
Yes.
I think. Yeah.
I know I've got it somewhere.
Yeah.
There it is.
Again, we're super organized, everybody. I know this is like exactly what you
One
expect.
second, I have to keep
Yes.
messing around with overlays because I have too many loaded up.
There's
apparently.
so many. I'm trying to help you, and I can't even I'm like scrolling through, and I don't know which is which.
It's fine. I'm there. And here's the Sour Patch Kids.
Aww.
Yeah.
Now, how much of that bag did you eat? I want to know.
Oh, there were 3 bags.
So that bag was from Friday night.
Oh.
That we finished very quickly, probably by the morning or afternoon of the next day. And then I bought another bag Saturday morning when I went to go get stuff for breakfast, last minute stuff that was needed. That one went pretty quickly. No. Did that one even get opened? Maybe it didn't get opened because then the innkeeper went and bought 2 more bags, and he had this idea that during the hour watching episode 8, we needed to finish all 3 bags. This was like our goal. We were going to have a world record or something. We ended up only finishing 2 out of the 3 bags, which I think is pretty good.
Yeah.
And the 3rd bag is now in my kitchen.
Did you were you the candy thief? You took all the candy home at the end?
He gave it to me willingly.
Okay.
On the before we left on Sunday or Monday.
Because none of the rest of us wanted the ulcer from eating the rest.
I want to make my mouth
just
implode.
One giant. Grace has a weakness for Sour Patch Kids, folks.
I love
gummy candy. Yeah. Gummy candies, but particularly Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But probably after I finish this bag, I'll be done for a while, I think.
How long can you stretch it out, though? Do you
Not long at all.
No.
It's already it's a family size bag. I think I probably ate about 1/3 of it last night, so it won't last much longer.
I didn't know if you parsed it out until every month, you drill it down a little bit.
I have a weakness. I can't. I can only eat them in large quantities.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm like that with wine gums. So
Yeah.
All right, and was that basically the whole weekend? Monday was the very sad goodbyes?
So Monday morning, some folks got up early and went to go see the notes again. Some had seen it on Friday as well. The library is only open on weekdays, so folks who were able to get there early or stay later visited the notes and had a great time doing that. And
Nice.
then we went to lunch after we checked out on Monday. Those of us that were left, we went to this great Szechuan place that Harriet had recommended last year. So we went
Oh,
there.
that was a good place. Yeah.
Yeah. And
So
the food there is so good.
Did you have the pancake again?
I did have the pancake. Yeah.
Good.
And And yeah, that was great. And then we all went to the airport and ended up somehow reconvening at the airport, a bunch of us. And
Nice.
then we went our separate ways. Yeah.
Love that.
Mm-hmm.
And you started planning next year already?
I have not, no.
Oh, you might get stabbed, Rob.
Why?
Give her like a week.
Look, I'm just asking the question people will want to know. So, you know.
Clearing minds, the more you know.
Yeah, there we go. So, well, it sounds like an incredible weekend. I am so happy everyone had so much fun. You know, sad that thousands of us couldn't be there with you.
Oh, and we came up with a new way to talk about our real-time obsession.
Yes.
in the
Oh,
budget.
okay.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah, and Rob, I sent you a graphic that.
Oh, is that what that is? Okay. One second.
Yes. Who did Island We make that? I think.
Yeah, I only made the graphic, and I don't remember exactly how the conversation came around.
I don't remember whose idea it
yeah,
was.
I think it was a Genesis episode. Charnice has a national book club that she participates in, but she's one of the leads of her chapter. And somehow we're like, oh, like again, like not sure how exactly the conversation came around, but we're like, we should just like explain the way we do things as a book club, because that makes way more sense as to be like, yeah, I like do podcasts and I do these things, and
It's hard to explain. Yeah.
yeah.
So this is the book club, the Ogier Street chapter.
Nice.
Okay. Nice.
And people have already been trying it out, and it works. Like people have been asking, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I traveled with my book club," and people are like, "Oh okay." It's that end of conversation.
That's
Right.
what I
Bri-
say. It's like, who are
Brian
these
says,
people at the book club?
yeah, Brian says, no, the conversation went because my parents don't understand what.
Oh,
so they
okay.
just say you're meeting
you,
your
Brian.
book club friends.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nobody understands.
And I'm saying, yeah, it's Brian's
No.
mum who calls us a book club. Right. Gotcha.
Okay.
How do you guys explain this incredible community? It's so hard to explain. It's so hard to tell people. Like, yeah, I met all these beautiful people online and social media, and we became friends, and then flesh friends, and they're like, "When? How did you like? It's a book club. Like, you just—that's all you can say, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's so hard to explain, and it's so beautiful and so wonderful, but it's not easy for other people to understand. It doesn't happen very
And
often.
people make their vacations to go see other people.
This is true.
This is true.
So-
So true.
All right, folks. Might be time to wrap it up there. Before we do, I have that one picture that I wanted to share earlier that I couldn't find. So I have it here. This is probably my favorite photo I've seen in so long. It is Bain&Chiad, Leigh-A, and Mel in RJ's garden in front of this beautiful arch. And those, yeah, just look at those smiles. The three of them, it's just, yeah. I think this might be my favorite photo I've seen in such a long time. So I love this picture. So I just wanted to share that. Do you see it, Grace?
I can't see it, but I know the one you're talking about.
Damn your computer.
It's so stupid. I don't
It'll
get it.
she'll see it in like 4 minutes. It'll be
Yeah.
she'll see it,
If
yeah.
you leave it up long enough, there's a chance I'll see it.
But she'll get muted.
Fair enough.
She hasn't muted this whole time. I'm so impressed.
Yeah.
It did for like a little bit after, but the sound has been good. There we go. Now I can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. It is, as Kevin's put in chat, it is a melty picture. So it's very, very cute.
For sure.
It doesn't come up on the.
All right, folks, I think that is it. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Bain&Chiad and Leigh-A, for sharing the weekend with us.
Of course.
It's wonderful. Folks, don't forget that coming up in like 20 days or something crazy, What a Holiday is coming December 2nd to 3rd. Starts at 7:30 Eastern. Remember, if we raise $1,000 during the threefold brunch, I will chug a bottle of ranch dressing. I've made that. I've said that now.
In $2,000 during Threefold Talk, Threefold Brunch, I will chug the rest of the bottle from OgierCon.
And if we raise 5,000, then Grace will throw the rest of her Sour Patch Babies in the trash.
You think they'll still be around in 20 days? That's
You'll have to buy a new bag and watch them sadly pour.
Oh, I would cry.
Yes.
No, I can't.
Yeah.
$5,000, y'all.
That's wasteful.
$5,000.
It's wasteful. I will not waste food.
But for charity. For charity. For charity.
For charity. So, and as Brian's pointed out, there is going to be a special surprise from Brian and myself for the What a Holiday fundraiser.
What?
Yes, Brian came to me with an idea a few weeks ago, and we've been working on it. And I hope to. We hope to reveal that very, very, very soon. And there will be.
You just got a little hint, y'all.
That will be a surprise, but there's like an extra surprise with it.
Are we refreshing the Bedrock images? Is that what I'm hearing?
No. But you'll see.
Good guess. Good guess. You tried. I tried.
Okay. That's it. So, Amis, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate the wonderful chaos. And folks, we'll see you next time. And until then, please go out and find yourself lots of love, water, and shade. So, bye.
Bye.